Coach Friend, thank you for taking time with us at Off the Block blog, especially after a tough 5-set victory. Can you give us your initial impressions of the match as you saw them?
Well, I thought we came out a little flat in the beginning, and I thought Irvine played pretty steady. It took us a while to kind of get going, a little longer than I'd like to, and eventually saw us get going by game 3, and we were even in the other games a little bit, but really started to turn the corner a little bit and find some energy and create some opportunities for us, and really sided out better as we got into 3 and 4, and even into 5. But then I thought Irvine capitalized in 5 and took advantage of some opportunities they created, and ultimately put the match away.
Let's talk a little bit more about siding out. You had, I believe, after the first 2 sets, 15 errors versus 25 kills, and you cleaned it up much better in sets 3 and 4. What was the difference, and what did you tell the team after set 2?
Well, I think our passing got a little bit better, which ultimately helped. You know what I mean? Got our middles going, and we inserted Julian, and I thought Julian did a nice job for us. And I think we ended up the match with 67 kills, and we actually out-killed them. But I just thought we settled into a groove a little bit. And usually, we're hitting around 320 on the year, and I think we ended right around 300. But it just took us a little bit too longer to get into it than I would have liked.
And then what really was the settling or the difference in the 5th set? Why did Irvine pull it out of the 5th set?
Well, I thought they created a couple opportunities. We missed a couple blocks. They got an ace or 2. I thought Jason Agopian came in and ran off 3 points for them and did a nice job for them. And so a couple points like that in the 5th game makes a pretty big swing pretty early. And so ultimately we just couldn't recover, and we were almost there, but end up Jason ends on an ace again, and tough serve, but our guys will get back at it.
And I'll throw a curveball in here for you. I didn't tell you this before we did the interview. Were you surprised or even offended that Coach Niffen didn't call a timeout during the match?
No, I think Coach Niffen has his own style with how he coaches. That's just kind of how he goes. I think everybody does different things, and I have my own style and how I do things, and so I don't take any offense to Dave. And all that, Dave's a good guy, and we're friends, and he's a great coach, and so that's just how the game's played sometimes.
Let's talk about the team from a season-long perspective. This is your second West Coast wing. You, in January, went out to Hawaii, played Hawaii, you played King, and you played Harvard. What's the value of playing these West Coast wings, specifically 3 MPSF schools? What does it do for your team?
Well, I think for one, a lot of times the West Coast schools, first ball contact stuff is really good, both serving and passing. I think it really challenges us to get better in those areas, and ultimately being able to play those teams and see that type of serving pressure as well as them passing well. And I think floor defense is even great. You know what I mean? And I think we did a nice job at the net this week. We outblocked both teams we played, but ultimately I think we've got to get better at that first ball contact stuff to really push us where we want to go.
You made the national finals last year and lost in 5 sets, and against Loyola. You lost a lot of that team. Are you happy of where the team is now based off of what you lost off of that team last year?
Yeah, we lost 8 seniors and 4 All-Americans, a great group of guys. And yeah, I think at times, I think we could be a little bit better. We've had a couple of tough 5-game losses, you know what I mean? And we really got to work to get over that hump. And the guys come every day and grind it out, and they're trying to work to get better every day, and I see that improvement from them. And sometimes, we talk a lot about the process and where we want to be by the end of the year and be able to make a push at conference tournament to try to make the NCAA tournament, and the guys get the bigger picture on that, and that's what this trip was about, making us a little bit better, where we need to improve at in order to make that push. And I'm proud of the guys for continuing to take those small steps and hopefully put us in a position at the end of the year.
Where do you see this team right now? Are you still in the position to take the MVB championship?
Well, I think, Ohio State is kind of on the lead, and then there's Ball State, and then Loyola and us. We're sitting around 4th. I think my goal is to put us in a position to host that first round of postseason, maybe even the second round, but, and then hopefully make a final push in the conference tournament. I think we played everybody tough in league, and it's just a matter of stringing some games together and getting in a groove those last 2 weeks so you can put yourself in the NCAA tournament.
And finally, a question that has nothing to do with volleyball. Can you tell us about your shoes? They're quite interesting.
Well, I always buy the coaches a Christmas present. We bought all the coaches special Vans this year, custom-made ones, and so we like to sport them together. You got to look good, feel good, play good. That's what I say. So,
well, thank you for taking time with us, and have a safe trip back to Illinois.
Thanks for having me.